Congressional Representative Melanie Stansbury, Democrat from New Mexico, does not nearly have the visibility of AOC or Jasmine Crockett, but time and again she proves that she's going to be as much a household name as her colleagues, and soon. Stansbury keeps proving that just like AOC and Jasmine Crockett, she needs to be part of a younger generation leadership team. Today, she posted a video describing Speaker Johnson's outrageous behavior in the House, letting everyone know what went on with Johnson and his repressive tactics. Unlike many congressional representatives, Stansbury is media savvy. Here she is at Trump's speech, holding up a sign that reads, "This is not normal." A Texas congressman ripped it from her hands. What a surprise. Even before the sign, Stansbury posted this video in which she talks about bringing Dr. Linda Sun Stone, CEO of First Nations Community Health Source, as her guest to the joint address to Congress. It was a means of highlighting how DOGE cuts are going to decimate healthcare in Native American communities. Stansbury is taking a leadership role in Democratic resistance to Trump and his MAGA movement, and so it's no surprise that she took part in the Johnson-led initiative to censure Texas Congressman Al Green for confronting Trump about cuts to Medicaid during the speech. Johnson not only had Green removed, but then led efforts to have Green censured. The irony, of course, is that Congressman Green, a person of color, was censured for raising his voice during a speech, when the other congressional representative, Green, was not censured for all her outbursts during presidential speeches. If one did not know better, one would think there's almost a double standard here. Jamie Raskin took to the floor to speak precisely about that double standard.
Let's stop clutching our pearls. There's been lots of heckling over on that side of the aisle. I saw the gentlelady from Georgia heckle the last president and have a whole heckling section there. We didn't try to censure them or kick them out of Congress or anything. We actually not only say we believe in free speech, we believe in free speech.
But of course, double standards and hypocrisy being the pillars of the MAGA movement, the House voted to censure Al Green. Watch what happens after the measure passes, though. And then I'm going to show Melanie Stansbury's video.
By its adoption of House Resolution 189, the House has resolved that Representative Al Green be censured, that Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and that Representative Al Green be censured with public reading of this resolution by the Speaker.
Well, that cut kind of abruptly and for a reason. But did you notice that Green did not stand alone? Progressive members of Congress stood with him and joined him in singing, "We Shall Overcome." So the censure is supposed to be read out while Green stands there in the well, but there's no video of it. Melanie Stansbury explains why. Watch this.
Hey everyone, it is the last day of votes here in Washington, D.C., and I want to tell you all what exactly is going on here right now. So as many of you saw in the State of the Union, my colleague Al Green from Texas stood up and raised his voice about the cuts to Medicaid and how it's going to impact Americans. And today, a resolution was voted on the floor to censure him, and as this resolution was being read by the speaker on the floor, many of us stood in solidarity with Representative Green. There was singing, there was locking arms, and the Speaker of the House actually cut off the live feed so that America would not see what is happening, and they recessed the floor of the House of Representatives. So I think it's really important that people know what they're doing. They don't want America to see how they're treating our colleagues right now. It's been a big week. I am headed to Selma this weekend for the 60th anniversary of Bloody Sunday and the Civil Rights March. And I think it's very telling that this is the last action of the Speaker of the House, particularly on this weekend. So I will see you all out there, and sending you all so much love, so much strength. Be strong. We're going to get through this, and we just need to remain resilient, truthful, to not normalize what's happening, and continue to stay in the fight.
That's right. Johnson had them pull the plug on the C-SPAN feed. He does not want Americans to see the resistance to his weak leadership, his sycophantic servitude to Trump and Trump's agenda, and the Democrats' unwillingness to legitimize his actions. And Stansbury's pointing out that this is Johnson's last act before the 60th anniversary of the Bloody Sunday attacks on the Pettus Bridge in Alabama drives home the point. Republicans never miss a chance to marginalize people of color. Gee, I wonder if we'll see Mike Johnson at this anniversary commemoration. Well, that would all depend on what Trump tells him to do. One thing is for certain. Johnson is fundamentally unable to control Democratic resistance. The more congressional representatives like Melanie Stansbury stand up and resist, the more Johnson will be weakened. That seems to be something the 10 Democrats who voted for censure shamefully do not understand. Those are 10 Democrats who should never consider trying to run for House leadership positions. We already have leaders ready to take those roles, and one of them is Melanie Stansbury. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.